Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be none other than our mid-month finance check-in. So I hope you guys are interested, and let's go ahead and dive into our updated budget. Okay, so as per usual, I did go ahead and update all of my expenses off camera. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. So we'll start on the income section. So I got my normal paycheck, $20.87, and then Jacob actually got more because he did work overtime a couple days. So his paycheck is definitely higher. And then we'll go through our bills that we've already had come out. So that is our mortgage, which is our biggest bill. My credit card was a little bit higher because I had bought some candy, not candy. I think I had bought something for my dad's birthday. I can't quite remember, but I had purchased something and I had to use my credit card, so that's a little bit higher there, and I just put it here, which is fine. And then our electricity came out, and that was about how it normally is. And then same with my phone bill, which we've talked about this in the last video. This is ridiculous, so I'm actually in the process of trying to look into a cheaper alternative for a phone plan, and then Jacob is actually going to be coming on to mine soon, so we're trying to get all of that squared away. The internet bill came out, which I will say this is the last bill on our old internet, so we will be having new internet this month. I think my first bill is due at the end of this month or next month, so that'll be coming out soon, which I'll probably try and figure that out off camera. And then these bills have not come out yet. And then our trash bill came out. So I'm actually filming this on the 15th, and then we get paid tomorrow on the 16th. So the 15th, all of this I think will come out. So we'll need to pay that. And then the roof, I just pay ad lib, as well as the car insurance is just money going into a sinking fund. So then now let's talk about groceries. So we're about at the $383 mark for groceries so far, which I feel like we've been doing better, but still I don't understand how it just adds up so quickly. That really just stinks. And then our eat out budget is already at $200, and it's literally halfway through the month, which is bonkers. But I told you guys in my last vlog, we actually did a surprise birthday dinner for Jacob. And then I did get stuck paying for a couple of people, which I decided it's not worth trying to get my money back. So I just kind of took the loss. So that was like most of that. I think that was like 150 of it almost. So that's what that is, which it is what it is. And then gifts, obviously we can see that I went over. So I ended up spending more money on Jacob than I had originally planned to, which is fine. Like, he definitely deserves it. And then it was also my dad's birthday, and it was Valentine's Day. So honestly, I should have budgeted more. I wasn't really thinking quite accurately when I put that originally. So it is what it is. And then we'll kind of talk my plan after this. Alcohol is doing good. Toiletries was a little bit more expensive because I had only originally budgeted for my face wash, but Jacob ended up needing razor blades, some deodorant, and shampoo, so that's why that ended up being more. My spending money was higher because of my scrapbooking stuff. It is what it is. Jacob's pretty on track, which is good. The pets were still doing pretty good. Molly had to go to the vet, so she had to get her last shot, and then there was a couple things that came up for that, so that ended up being more expensive than I had originally thought. So I do expect that we might end up going over in this category. So that's Buddy's food and her food, and the vet bill is already in there, and then I know we're going to need some cat litter probably, so we might not actually go over now that I think about it. We'll see. We're doing good on my gas, which honestly I'm kind of surprised that it's only $37. I feel like that might, I don't know, that's actually kind of surprising. We haven't had to fill up the Suburban yet. Jacob did have to get some diesel. Nothing there. The house, we are at $70, so that is for the stain. We had to get a new like grease vent for like our hood because we had taken it out to clean it and it just like broke, so we had to buy a new one. And then I said like the fireplace stain, and I think that might be it. No, there's no way. 70 bucks. Let's see. Let's go down here and see what else I had to buy. So we were looking for house. So this, oh, we also had to buy a sander. I bought an electric sander for staining the fireplace. So that was the other big thing there. But we're still under budget there, which is good. We haven't had to buy any clothing. I think I budgeted $100 for Jacob's boot repair, but actually it's only going to be $30. So I'm actually picking those up today. So that will be less. And then I've budgeted in here for my inspection. So I still need to like do the actual registration. So this will go up once that's done. And then this miscellaneous $3 was, I didn't know that when you buy scratch offs here in Texas, you have to pay cash. And I bought scratch offs as part of Jacob's like 25 gifts for his birthday since he turned 25. And I kind of got, I'm not going to say scammed isn't the right word. The guy was like, well, you can just use our ATM over there. And then I just kind of got embarrassed and felt bad. So this $3 was having to get cash, and this was what Chase charged as like a non-Chase ATM fee, which is fine. It's annoying, but fine. And then we haven't paid Spotify yet, and household items, $20 was for toilet paper. So doing good there. And then we haven't put any money into savings yet, and we haven't done this part yet either. And then if you look over here, we have negative $412 left to spend. And that is even considering Jacob's higher paycheck of $400. So say like he had only gotten paid what I had budgeted for, we would be in the negative $872 so far. And that is just wild. And I will say that I do try to like put in like a little buffer, or I have tried to build up a buffer in my account. I always try to keep the highest bill plus like one or two other things as a buffer in my checking account. That way if things just kind of line up funky, I always want to be able to pay our biggest expense or bill. So I do have that in there, which is nice. And I know like at the end of the month this will level out, but somebody please let me know if like you get paid say every 2 weeks like we do you try and only spend what you make in those 2 weeks? Please let me know, because if that's the case, we definitely need to do some adjusting and probably reconfiguring, because that's ridiculous. And I would love to be able to keep this as only $1,500, even though he did make an extra, what did I say it was? $1,960? What did I do? Oh no. What did I do? Okay. So I said this was originally $1,960, so let's just do a little calculation over here. Equals $1,960 minus $1,500 is, what is wrong with this? Why is it not showing up? $460. So I'd love to be able to put this money either into savings or debt payoff. So I actually think I'm going to leave that here, and I'm just going to leave that number there so I remember. Obviously I could write it down. But as we see, there's negative $872, which I hate going into like a new paycheck already being that far down, because that just means this is $872 out of our paycheck already right off the bat, just to be back at like breaking even. So definitely can make some room for adjustments there. And then, like I said, our bills are pretty much the same. I think the big thing we need to keep in mind is, our eat out, we need to be done for the month. So that is actually in the negative, what, 50, 48.40. So this will actually be able to come up, we'll make up for this difference down, where is it? Down here in the clothing category, because like I said, those boots should only be 30 bucks. So maybe with tax it'll be like 35, so that's an extra 65 bucks that we'll be able to come up with to make this difference. And then I do think some of this will kind of level out a little bit. Obviously it's hard to do that now since it's only the mid-month point, but I like doing this so that way I can go into the rest of the month kind of knowing where we stand. So I know we need to be mindful of our groceries, we need to not be eating out, which is good. I found some recipes to make, and just kind of just be mindful, like I said. But the exciting thing is, actually, after I finish filming this, I will be able to, I think our paychecks actually might come in today. I think ours do show up a little bit early. So once that hits, I'm actually going to pay off the roof, which I'm really excited about. That's something, if you've been following along, we've been trying to get paid off. So that'll be another debt paid off, which will be good. And then I'll be able to put the extra money towards Jacob's phone payoff, which is almost, I want to say it's like $500 or something. So we'll be able to get that paid off, which is great. And then, yeah, we'll kind of go from there. But that is where we're at now in our little mid-month check-in. Let me know if you guys want to see like a payday routine video. I think that might be kind of fun to film and just try and like reframe my mindset. So I think I'll film that, but I really think it'll be for me because I definitely need to get into a better system, because this negative 800 is really concerning to me, and I'd love some input. So if anybody has any recommendations, please leave those down below. I would love to know. But yeah, there is my mid-month check-in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Quick and simple, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.